Hey y'all, it's your girl Nadi, aka Queen Goddess Hope, here for another message. My neighbor's been partying since Friday, so if you hear the shenanigans, just keep it pushing. I just want to welcome protection, peace, calm energies as I channel these messages. As I take a deep breath, the color that I'm seeing is yellow. And I often see yellow as a confirmation of two things: sun god Ra, or just the sun. For some other people lack vitamin D, and it's because they don't spend enough time out in the elements. I thrive in the elements. Like, if I'm not able to get some sun at least once a day, I got a mood, I got an attitude. And yellow is, that sacral energy, that energy that's pushing you to focus on something. It's definitely the third quarter, as we're segueing into the fourth quarter. Well, damn, we are in the fourth quarter. Never mind. As we segue into the freaking fourth quarter, and as things are about to get tumultuous, just be focused. Make sure you're focused on whatever it is that you're trying to birth, because they're going to continue to push out more and more information about Diddy and what he done did, and all the people that they're trying to bring down with it, and trying to push you away from the idea and the concept that they're going to flip the currency, that more people have joined Brinks, and that more countries, which is not light, are turning away from the United States dollar. And some of you may not know. I mean, a great portion of you may not be from my Instagram following, but the people over there know that I've been discussing and trading XAU USD, aka gold, on the foreign exchange market, forex market, for almost 2 years now, which is amazing. And we're trading gold versus the United States dollar. So in reality, gold has increased almost $1,000 in a year. And I have made this prediction saying that gold was probably going to reach $3,000 by the end of the year. And I thought I was like, tweaking, because I feel like I'm always channeling things. And I seen record-breaking numbers several weeks on end. I think they said like gold made like 30 new all-time highs this year, which is insane. And if anybody that pays attention to the market, I'm really thinking like, do I need to go in on tech stocks, gold, and just some positive ETFs? Because my ETFs right now are outperforming just my traditional tech stocks. And really focusing on what it looks like to secure your future in a new light. And the more I think about it, the more I keep saying, I know that I'm not fit for a 9-to-5, because I like to travel way too much. The way I like to travel, like, I'll quickly do a weekend trip for anywhere. And, as long as the flight price is right, that's really all I care for. Because, I'm that person who likes to sleep in luxury hotels or just hotel suites. And if my suite is plush, you'll probably only see me out on the meals or for the beaches or the pools. But I'm okay staying in my room. A lot of times I travel solo. So, if I'm not with a group, I'm on a staycation. But I say that all to say, many of us are not going to be working 9-to-5s for the simple fact that it will crumble. The whole thing is going to crumble. I remember watching Wall Street Trapper, and he was like, they needed to cut 1 million jobs this year. And I don't think that we're at 1 million, but they're at least at 500,000. And they'll probably cut the rest in the next coming weeks for the holiday season. People always say, oh, we should boycott, we should cut this off, and we should do this and that. And I'm like, y'all boycotting during the wrong times. The best time to boycott is during the summertime or for back to school season. Y'all want to boycott Black Friday when in reality the fiscal year already ended at the end of September, the end of Q3. And the reason why it's a Black Friday is because that's the day that they sold y'all ancestors on a chopping block. And all of these items are severely discounted because they had already been written off, a lot of these companies. You have to think about a lot of discounts are given because they can afford to give the discounts. They've already dumped off that inventory. So you boycotting Black Friday and holiday season doesn't do anything except for beef up Mariah Carey a little bit more. So, thinking about the color yellow once again, that energy, we have to get out of that low vibrational energy. It's time to start sitting with your thoughts and meditating on who you are. I heard something today. I usually, and no disrespect or racism to anybody, but I usually don't listen to white tarot card readers. Like, y'all are not the original people to be able to channel this type of energy. That is an African tradition. And it doesn't demean the fact that some of them don't have a gift. It's just to say that that's not what my intuition is telling me. So I say that all to say, I'm listening to this lady who happens to be white, and she just basically dropped a gem. And damn, I wish I remember, it just escaped me trying to explain to y'all asses. But she basically was dropping some gems that I guess I needed to hear. So I'm thankful that I was listening to her message. And it played by accident. Sometimes if I'm in YouTube, I'm looking at my own stuff or seeing how it may come off, or looking at my favorite readers. I had studied tarot because I only knew how to do oracle, and I was like, maybe I should get into reading tarot cards. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it for myself. And when I started doing it for myself, I realized that it was way too powerful for my liking, and I didn't want to do that. And then I had to realize that when you see or hear these readings, so many people are now overindulging in tarot and oracle that it can be misused, and it shouldn't be used as bond, meaning like your word is bond, like this is the final say so. Your first should always be God. Your last should always be God. And not saying that we aren't gifted and able to channel and, all of these types of things, but this is strictly for entertainment purposes only on these platforms. This isn't like divine guidance that you should live your life by. I can admit that there have been some women on this platform that have done readings for me, and they've been super duper accurate. Or I'll just tap into their collective readings and they have been accurate, and I'm like, this is amazing. But back to the energies about the chakras, thinking about my previous message and how I said that we are so accustomed to operating in that low vibrational realm of those low frequencies, of those low sacral chakra energies, root chakra, using all of that lustful energy to fuel our lifestyle. But inadvertently, we've killed a generation. All of our youth are desiring to be city girls and no longer gods and goddesses. We really need to save our youth more than ever today. I would hate to see the youth just completely fall to the wayside because of a toxic culture. And this is the culture that we have to kill, because Black culture is American culture. For many people, migrants, immigrants, to come to United States of America and admit that there is no culture in America, that Black culture is the culture of America, there's no reason why the people who run the country and the elites, they should give us our flowers. And I'm happy that we are able to do things that allow us to take our form of reparations and to thrive in public spaces and places that gain us the notoriety that we deserve. However, we still need to leave that lustful energy alone. It has done nothing but clouded your judgment. And because we are segueing into the Aquarian age, which is an air sign, those higher chakras have to be used first. A lot of people who are spiritual are not lustful people. Not to say they're not freaks, because they do enjoy intimacy with their divine counterparts. We call men and women divine feminine, divine masculine. Or if you are like me, you could say that each human being has both a divine feminine and divine masculine entity or being or force within themselves. They say it's taboo for a man to show his sensitive side, but to me, he's just tapping into his divine feminine energy. Some women are hyper masculine, so she's very much tapped into her divine masculine energy. I'm sharing with a goddess, OG sister of mine over the weekend. We were discussing how women who have too much masculine energy transmute that into testosterone and now have an overgrowth of facial hair. And I'm Hispanic, so we always got a 5 o'clock shadow. Like, I've always been extra hairy, and I've been shaving legs, TMI, since forever, because I always thought it was a negative thing. And now, man, shaving is a chore. Like, what you mean I gotta take 5 minutes on each leg? And that's because you gotta do 2 shaves. Like, and that's a long time, 5 minutes on each leg. Like, this is insane. Maybe 10 now, because I have some hairy ass legs. But one thing that I love is that the more natural I become, the more men that I attract. Because men don't want a city girl. Men don't want a Barbie. Men want an indigenous woman, a natural woman, because he knows that she's a nurturer. She is the true divine feminine. She is the true Black goddess, the original woman, WOMBMAN. She is the original woman. She is Mother Earth. And the helicopters are coming again. Over the house. They like that girl's talking again. We can hear her, but we don't see her. They be on my heels, baby. I had just watched a video from Mami Wata about that on here. Shout out to her. I've never explored her channel a day in my life, but I promise I went on her page randomly, and that was one of the messages from days and days ago about airplanes flying over you. And I'm like, click. Yes, listen, because my last video y'all saw, it was like 3-4 helicopters and then one directly over my head. It's crazy. I have no place to hide, which is great, because I don't hide. I just embrace. And back to my point, you have to remember that when you disrespect a Black woman, or a chosen one for that matter, because men can be chosen as well, but when you disrespect an earth angel, a chosen one, someone who's of the 144, y'all have so many ways of describing that. Everybody knows what I'm saying. When you are of that demographic and you do something behind their back, to their face, talk bad, don't compliment, don't envious, jealous, but then smile in front of that person's face. My stomach is going crazy. I know y'all hear it. You will receive some type of karma, because if they knew about it, They chose to still turn a blind eye and still smile in your face because that's that big 33 Jesus energy. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So if I love the F out of myself, I'm going to still continue to show you love because my ancestors, though, I can't bank on what they about to do. And I don't even need to know what they about to do. I don't keep tabs on no grown-ass men. I don't keep tabs on no grown-ass women, grown adults. All of you big little boys, big little women. Like, I don't keep tabs on grown adults, so I don't know when your karma is going to hit. But when that shit hit, I give it like a couple years. They come back around and they be like, I wish I could see my face. That's that smiling in your face shit. They be smiling in your face. Smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Backstabbers. Hey. Y'all know the vibes. I think that's the words, but you know. They always want to smile in your face but never show you love. But what I don't see, God always sees. So your karma is going to hit. Just remember that. I never seek revenge. Like, never. I might cuss you out if I really feel up to it. But I don't even do that anymore because that pent-up anxiety and anger that festers in your system for hours and days and F's with your mind, you be all puzzled. You don't understand why that energy is just so ingrained in your soul. And it's because it takes so much more work to get yourself back to that normal, beautiful state of consciousness that the anger takes over. And so think about it as like a cancer cell. Boom. Think of it as a cancer cell, right? All of your cells are normal, perfectly fine. And then we're going to call that cancer cell the anger cell. And as soon as you get infected with one anger cell, it completely moves on to the next and to the next and to the next until it's this big solid ball, tumor, or stage 3, 4, and it just takes so much work for you to remove those cancer angry cells off of you. It can only do one or two things. It could either go in remission or it could kill you. So now you got to decide how you want to react. And let's go back to that focus, those yellows. The one thing that I was told back in the G-Day when I first had my in-person reading and they wanted to recruit me. And I was like, I know I have a gift, but my gift is for me. It's not to be shared and manipulated amongst a group. Because when you dedicate yourself to a religion by getting baptized or doing sacrifices and blood sacrifices and oaths and Santeria and Ifa and Yoruba, so on and so forth, those are all still religions. So you have to figure out what side you're going to be on. And I'm not saying that those things are demonic because I don't believe that. I believe that we need all parts. But remember, those same practices were the only way that we defeated our enemies in Haiti. That was the only place that came together and used that ancestral power and wisdom to defeat their enemies. That is the only way we're going to win. I'm tired of repeating this message. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. That is the only way we will win. So you have to figure out where you are and what side you're truly going to stand on. Use that sacral energy, that yellow candle. This lady instructed me. She was like, those chakras are energies that you need to look into, because if you're having trouble focusing, then maybe you need to use that yellow candle to focus. So I took a small yellow candle, and because I was afraid in doing this in secrecy, I could only burn it when I took a shower. So it took me almost a week to burn a candle fully. And I promise you, it's about the intention. It's never about the object. Because we could use these minor things all of the time to manifest our realities. But if there's no true, pure intention behind it, then how will it ever come to pass? It's just like your prayer life. If you don't believe that it's going to happen after you have put it out into the ethers, then what is the point of doing so? So people will continue to come up against you. But I want you to remain focused. My message of the freaking fourth quarter is this. Stop allowing the people on the sidelines to deter you from reaching your goal. There's going to be a lot of tackling. There's going to be a lot of diversity and adversity. And there's going to be a lot of turmoil, heartbreaks, and tears, and mind fucks. Things that are going to try to keep you off of your course. But please continue to move one foot in front of the other. I don't know how you're going to get to the end, but really, there are no friends in this game. You have to remember that you are here on a soul's journey to evolve to the next level, to that next highest dimension. I just remember what the white girl said. She said, there is no such thing as using 10% of your brain. You are using all of it. It's up to you to unlock that ancestral wisdom that's going to allow you to elevate, to become a genius, to become whatever it is that you say that you're going to become. I know that I'm a genius. I've literally done more research, knowledge, history, education, classes, research. I literally logged out of socials because there's just too much information now. You know, as somebody who watched Market Monday, shout out to EYL, for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and years on end, every single Monday for literally like a year and a half, 2 years straight, you have to figure out like, okay, it's time for me to get off of the fucking hamster wheel and start actually manifesting these things into your life, into fruition. And I could say that for so long I've done that, where now I'm like, okay, yes, I'm consciously putting out new assignments or doing new projects and things like that, but I'm just now realizing, like, as a divine feminine woman who's proud to be in a feminine energy, I now know that my best days come when I'm in my divine feminine energy, relaxed, soft, not rushing, not worrying about pleasing a white man, not trading time for money, knowing that all of my bills are paid. Sometimes I don't even know how that should be happening, but it be happening. I'm not hungry. I have not gone hungry in years and years and years and years and years and years and years, thank God. You know, and maybe decades at this point. You know, I'm thankful for that. And that's because I'm hyper focused on manifesting. I really need to look deeper into my birth chart, because now that we're into the Aquarian age, my Aquarius is in Jupiter. Or maybe I said that backwards. And that's a very powerful sign, or a very powerful position, because as we segue into the Aquarian age, that's really what we should be looking at. Where is your Jupiter? Where is your Aquarian sign? Where does your Saturn say, especially with Saturn being in the Earth's orbit, which is contributing to a lot of Babylon crumbling? What does Pluto also say in your birth chart? Because we know that Pluto is also here paired with Saturn, which is what initiated that crumbling. You know, they're here to stir up some shit, shake some shit up. And we are here for it, because this is what will initiate that new world order. So as we segue into World War III, to kind of go back to the point of me mentioning Brinks, for those that stayed on, shout out to y'all. For the people who are fully aware of what is happening with that, stay alert, stay focused. Whatever your thing is, make sure that you're pushing it to the forefront, because you're going to need a way outside of that corporate system to make money. Because if automation is set to take place January 2025, and here's my other side of this, if Trump is elected, they're going all in on crypto. So it's like you have to decide how you're going to survive in a new world. It's giving big time Columbus thoughts. He thought he discovered a new world when Africa was already discovered, okay? And when you think about a new world order, you have to take yourself out of society. Fed now. Where the fuck did that go? Oh, I know. They're trying to bankrupt the United States so that new world currency could be created, and they give you money through Fed now. Create this account so that you can get this money. I'm not creating that account to get no money. And y'all be foolish if y'all want to. Don't do it. Don't bite the apple, Eve. That's somebody's song, but it's actually a fruit. So become free as fuck, friends. It's the only way you're gonna survive this. Becoming more spiritual is the way. You have spidey senses. People need to detox yourself from alcohol, detox yourself from substances and pills, and detox yourself from society, detox yourself from social media, television. I didn't watch TV for 4 years. That allowed me to propel my business forward, my mindset and concepts. I wear free as fuck apparel because I own the trademark. Who apparel are you consistently wearing? I don't need to shop top labels. I really don't, because I'd rather shop top labels in the stock market if I chose that stock. But people need to be smart about what's happening and realize that our people weren't always given the opportunities to sow into the world the way we are able to present day. So I'm not sure who this message is for, and I pray that you got some gems out of here. But yellow, anytime you see yellow, I pray you think of two things. Damn, I need some more sun. And B, I need to focus on the hustle, focus on the goals, and become what I call free as fuck.